What's up, y'all, man? This is a response vid to 78 Sports TV. Go check out his channel. Nice channel, man. I listened to his his last video on the Wilder Tyson Fury press conference reaction, and he said some poignant things in that video, man. The main thing was a couple things in there. He said that I just find contradictory, man. Like, he said that Tyson Fury looked nervous. Tyson Fury looked, he looked scared. And that's what he took from the face-off, that Deontay Wilder was zoned in. Deontay Wilder in his mind, he think that Deontay Wilder wanted to hit Tyson Fury. Now, this is the third time that these guys are about to jump in the ring. These guys know each other very well. The first fight went the distance. Second fight, I believe, went 7 rounds. So that's 19 rounds out of a scheduled 24 rounds. These guys are not intimidated by either guy. Neither one of these guys are intimidated by either guy. Neither one of these guys are nervous about the other guy. These guys have been in the ring. They have been face-to-face more than once. They have did a many face-offs. They have did many press conferences where both of them participated in speaking. It's just that this time, Deontay Wilder did not want to speak. I believe it's because Fury is in his head, and he did not want to speak. He had the earphones on. He had Malik Scott speaking for him. I thought he was a king. I thought kings speak for themselves. They don't let the lower tier of people speak for them. The kings speak for themselves when they about to go to war. The king is the one that declares war. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he made a little statement in the beginning, but he didn't want to go and engage in wordplay with Tyson Fury. I thought that Tyson Fury gloves were distorted. I thought Tyson Fury had an egg weight in his glove. I thought Tyson Fury did all this cheating in the second fight, but Deontay Wilder did not want to confront Tyson Fury about all that on this big stage. This was a big stage. Why didn't he confront Tyson Fury on what he did or what he alleged to have done? Because I don't think none of that stuff happened. I don't think he had no egg weight in his glove. I don't think that he distorted the glove in any way. I'm looking at the fight. I'm trying to see when he had his gloves, his hand in the wrist area of the glove. I have yet to see his hand in the wrist area of the glove. I've seen the fight like 3 or 4 times. I'm going to look at it again, you know what I'm saying, with a magnifying glass this time. Because I want to see where this man had his fist in the wrist of the glove and how is that going to benefit him. Now, you're risking breaking your hand very bad if you have your hand in the wrist of the glove. Did he hit him with an open palm? He could have possibly hit him with an open palm. It's very possible he could have hit Deontay Wilder with an open palm. But to say that he had his hand in the wrist of his glove, nah, man, that didn't happen. But I just remember, go back a little bit before the first fight, before they got in the ring, the first fight, when everybody found out that they signed the fight, 78, you said that not only you, but a couple other a lot of other people, because what I'm saying, I watch people videos. A lot of other people said that we're going to adopt Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is not a coward like Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the coward. Tyson Fury is at least stepping up for his country. Y'all remember y'all said all that, and Tyson Fury had already failed a drug test before then. I believe Tyson Fury was caught. He got caught dirty, I believe, after the fight he had with Klitschko on the run up to the second fight. So y'all had already knew that he failed a drug test, but y'all call Anthony Joshua a drug. You know what I'm saying? Say, oh man, Juicy J and all that. We know what that's about, man. We all know that y'all saying that, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We believe that he's on performance-enhancing drugs. But y'all did not get on Tyson Fury for failing a drug test. Y'all was happy that he was fighting Deontay Wilder. And I know why Deontay Wilder picked Tyson Fury at that particular time. He thought he caught him at the wrong time. He thought fighters do that. Leonard with Duran too, because Duran blows up in weight. Duran eats a lot, so Leonard wanted to get Duran in the ring as soon as possible. Floyd Mayweather, we know how he does when he pick opponents at the right time. So Deontay Wilder's not the only fighter that does that. But let's call a spade a spade. That's what Deontay Wilder was doing. That's exactly what he thought he was doing. And me, I believe that Deontay Wilder was going to win the first fight. I had Deontay Wilder winning the first fight because I didn't think that Tyson Fury was ready to win that fight coming off that 3-year layoff. Yes, he fought 2 opponents. I didn't think those 2 opponents was going to get him ready for no high-level fighter versus Deontay Wilder. No, I didn't think that. I didn't think he was going to be able to pull it off. But he went in there and he got a draw. I thought he won the fight. A lot of other people thought he won the fight. But black and white, we're going to stick with the black and white. He got a draw. For argument's sake, he got a draw. Right? After that fight, Deontay Wilder had all types of excuses. It was the referee, it was this, it was that. Tyson Fury just said, I need to get back in the lab and get better. I need to stop this guy because I don't think I'm going to get a fair shake in America. That's what he said. So he went back, got another trainer, and said, look, listen, Sugar Hill and him kept saying all through the press conference that Tyson Fury was coming to stop Deontay Wilder. Nobody believed it. I said, I believe that he's going to do that for two simple reasons. One is he doesn't think he can get a decision. 2, he wanted to make a statement in the second fight. And he said he's going to come forward and he's going to push Deontay Wilder back. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense to make the guy that can punch hard. Let's see if he can punch hard going backwards. Not a lot of fighters, because a lot of fighters can punch hard going forward, not a lot of fighters can punch hard going backwards. So he wanted to test and see if Deontay Wilder could do that. Deontay Wilder couldn't do that. He crushed him in the second fight. And I know it's hard for y'all to take that he crushed that man in the second fight. But some of it has to do with Tyson Fury, and some of it has to do with Deontay Wilder not taking the man serious in the second fight, saying all through the press conference, all Deontay Wilder was saying, all he has to be, has to be right one time for a second. So we all know what that means. He was going to look for the right hand, and that's what he did when he got in the fight. He didn't use a functional jab. He didn't really jab to the body that much. He jabbed to the body a little bit. He didn't do the necessary things to win the fight. And Tyson Fury, what'd he do? He said, I'm gonna come in there 70-something pounds. That's what now in this fight, he said he coming in at 300. But that fight, he said he gonna come in at 100. When he said he gonna come in at 275, I knew the game plan. The game plan was gonna go forward, be rough. I made a video. My video is still up. I said he's going to be rough with Deontay Wilder. I said after this fight, people are going to be saying how dirty he was. But I said that he was going to be borderline dirty, which he was going to lean on Deontay Wilder. I knew all that. I knew the game plan. I knew what he was going to do. And I got it up on my video stating that after this fight, y'all are going to be saying that Tyson Fury was dirty. And that's what happened. Y'all said Tyson Fury was fighting dirty. Hitting in the back of the head. Y'all say that his fist was in the wrist area. I don't believe the man's fist was in the wrist area. I'm still trying to figure out, still trying to find the video where his fist is in the wrist area and how that's going to benefit him. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all the ones, I'm not going to say y'all, 78, you the one said that you're going to adopt Tyson Fury, that America's going to adopt Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is not a coward. The UK, y'all no longer have claim to Tyson Fury. But I told you then, I said, no, Tyson Fury is not who y'all think he is. Tyson Fury don't want to be with y'all. Tyson Fury don't want to claim that all of a sudden I like America. No, Tyson Fury just came here for a job. He came here to get the belt from Deontay Wilder, not to be nobody's friend. So y'all so quick to want to be everybody's friend and everybody can be down and all this stuff. That's what y'all mad at. Y'all mad because 78, I'm going to say 78. I'm not going to say y'all. You're mad because in your mind, Tyson Fury let you down. Because you're believing the cheating allegations. I know you interviewed Deontay Wilder. You got a close affiliation with Deontay Wilder. So you're not gonna look at this from an objective position, like I'm looking at it from. To me, Deontay Wilder is the one that looks like he's uncomfortable. Because the first two press conferences, Deontay Wilder had everything to say. Everything to say. The third press conference, you go mute. You go virtually mute through the whole press conference. And then after the press conference, I believe that was Ellie Setback. I know you did an interview with Ellie Setback. You did one with barbershop conversations. So you did one with the people that you selected. That's fine. But the one with Ellie Setback, you was talking about the allegations of cheating and all that. But you said yourself, you said, we don't have proof. And that's all I was saying leading up to all that cheating allegation stuff. I said, do you have proof? Because if you don't have proof, why are y'all still talking about the quote unquote cheating allegations if you don't have proof? You got to have proof. And I knew Deontay Wilder and them didn't have proof. Because if you have proof about something like that, you're going to take that to the boxing commission. Or you're going to try to get this man prosecuted. Because if this man had an egg weight in his glove, if Tyson Fury managed to slip an egg weight in his glove, that's criminal. That's a criminal act. So see, that's how I know that y'all don't even believe that man had no egg weight in his glove or that man cheated. Y'all don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? And I know what this is all about, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't outslick a slickster. You know, a guy that can pick up this type of stuff. I know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But Deontay Wilder, he's the one at fault. He the one came into the fight less than, or fighting less than, or just looking for his power. And we all know through boxing history, man, it's been guys that can hit hard. Going all the way back to Sonny Liston, coming all the way up to Deontay Wilder, and all the fighters in between, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, all these guys that can punch. And we know eventually you're going to run into someone that can take your power. And now you have to do something else. And Deontay Wilder did not make adjustments. He didn't even make an adjustment. He didn't make adjustments in the first fight. He didn't make adjustments in the second fight. Once he seen that Tyson Fury was serious about coming forward, why didn't he make an adjustment to that? That's on him. He didn't make the proper adjustment. Tyson Fury told you the game plan all through the second press conference, that he's going to come forward. He's going to come at you. Even if you didn't believe it, once you seen it, you should have made the necessary adjustments. You did not make the necessary adjustments, so you got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? You got destroyed. Fury, somebody that's unbiased. Well, to me, it has nothing to do with being unbiased. I just speak what I see. I speak exactly what I see. And what I see is that Tyson Fury is just a better fighter. Now, the fourth fight, I don't know what's going to happen. But I picked Tyson Fury to win the third fight based on the data that I collected from the first two fights. Now, you can say that you want Wilder to win, or you hope Wilder wins. But if you know anything about boxing, if you've seen the first two fights, you know that Tyson Fury is the favorite in this fight. Just by looking at the first two fights. You know, you would say, yeah, I want Deontay Wilder to win, but you know what I'm saying? Based on the first two fights, I got to go with Fury. I got to go with Fury based on the first two fights. I can't live in the... Now, if Deontay Wilder can show me something, show me that the things that he's been working on with Malik Scott is going to change things and he's going to win the third fight, that's great. But I have to see it. I can't hope that Deontay Wilder is going to do it. I have to see it. I know what Tyson Fury can do, because Tyson Fury essentially was successful, highly successful in the second fight in both of the ways that he fought. He boxed and had a draw in the first fight. Now, he came over from Europe, from the UK, and had a draw on American soil, so we know what that means. The second fight, he destroyed Deontay Wilder, fighting in a whole different style. So I know what Tyson Fury can do. I don't have to hope, dream, pray. I know what he can do. And I know what Deontay Wilder does versus Tyson Fury based on the first two fights. But let's see if he can learn what he learned in. Now, I don't think that he can learn a whole lot in one training camp. That's just not how boxing works. I don't think he can learn a whole lot in training camp. And to me, he didn't have no fight in between to put what he put, to see how he's going to fight based on the things that he learned in a boxing ring. Now, to me, it's quicker to take a technical fighter and tell him, okay, look, man, you got to sit on your punches a little bit more to deliver hard punches. You got to go forward in the fight a little bit more. Than to taking a guy that relies mostly on his power and say, hey, look, you got to be more technical. To me, the second part is harder to do than the first part. That's just my opinion. But let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out.